Today we're going to be talking about the common green iguana, known as iguana, that's the scientific name. These are amazing reptiles, but they are not beginner reptiles by no means. And I'm just saying that because they take a lot of time and patience. They are not an easy reptile to keep. Their humidity has to be right, their temperature has to be right, really to have a happy reptile. Now, bearded dragons and leopard geckos are amazing beginner reptiles. Make sure you do your research on any reptile that you get, though, because you want to make sure that you're doing the right things. For these guys, I have them in a 30-gallon tall Exoterra, and I have 3 female iguanas in here. The reason why they're in here is because I have a 100-gallon tank that I have not finished setting up yet, but it is really close to being done. Probably within the week I'll have them in there, and I'll do another video for you guys. But I'm just going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to take care of them, and basically how I've set up my enclosure for them, which is not a permanent enclosure at all. So I'm going to get right into it because I want to make this a short video for you guys. So what I feed them is romaine lettuce or cantaloupe or strawberries. Really, you can feed them almost any fruit or vegetable, but you want to make sure not to overfeed them and stuff like that. Because if you overfeed them a certain type of vegetable or fruit, you can maybe hurt them, because like they need a certain amount of fibers from each food and stuff like that. So you got to be careful and watch what you're feeding them. They do get about 5 to 6 feet long, so you want to make sure that they're tame by the time they are at least 3 feet, because they can do some very bad damage to you. And their tails. Oh, it's okay. I got you. Their tails are used as whips. See how long it is? And they're used as whips for self-defense. If they feel threatened or anything like that, they'll whip you in the face, or try to at least. And that's why you just have to be careful when dealing with these guys, especially when they're adults, because they will hurt you. Even if you're not trying to hurt them, they still see you as a threat because you're a lot bigger than they are. As you can see, that one right there, he's flighty. And then there's that one over there, which is sketchy. And then this guy right here, he's super relaxed and chill. As you can see, he doesn't really care. He's just a big old lazy girl, or she's just a big old lazy girl. But very nice colors that like. There's a bunch of different iguanas that you can get, and I just like the common green iguana because they look amazing. And I would rather have a red iguana than a green iguana, but you know what, they're really much the same thing, just a little bit different color. So why spend like 40 bucks on a red iguana when you can get a regular green iguana for like 20? So that's another thing, where you get them from. I would get from a breeder or underground reptiles. Don't order from backwater reptiles or anything like that, because they wild caught. They use wild caught, I mean. And it's just not a good idea, because they can have all types of germs and bacteria and stuff like that, that you don't want to introduce to your other reptiles. But these guys are really cool to have as pets when they're adults, if you tame them and you take care of them properly and you have them in the right enclosure. Do not ever try and put 2 males in a tank together. They will fight and basically kill each other. I mean, basic stuff you should know if you are an experienced reptile keeper, same as bearded dragons, you know. But a little bit more into the tank, I have Repti brick in here. I have some bamboo, a UVB bulb, and the humidity stays around 50. The heat in here is usually 80, but right now it's at 75, which is getting kind of low, so I need to put the other heat lamp back on. The 2 little driftwood pieces I got from Reptile Store. Why is there a fly in here? Go away. But yeah, these guys are super cool. I got them from backwater reptiles. Not backwater reptiles, underground reptiles. I hate backwater reptiles. But yeah, super amazing lizards. Not very easy to keep, but I just wanted to fill you guys in on my tank and how they're doing, and just give you a few little tips on how to take